all of the commissioners for working so deliberately for us to find common ground. Now, we're all on the same side. It's all about trust, and we want to do the right thing. And you guys have helped us figure out how to do that. And I just want to, it's been a really good process. And I think it's built, we want you to know who we are. We want to get to know more who you guys are and work collaboratively together. I think that's what's going to move this city forward. It's about trust. So with that. So as I said, my name is Brad Nelson. I'm president of Central East Side and the Services District Steering Committee. In full disclosure, I don't own any horses or a horse farm. Why not? Well, I'm the owner of Beam Development. I'm here today because we've worked for the last 2 years to ensure Central East Side Industrial District is a national model for a thriving urban industrial district. Central East Side, diverse mix of businesses, industries, makers, manufacturers, creatives, residents, advocates, contributes to the innovative environment that generates quality jobs, promotes a vibrant pedestrian experience, ensures a resilient, welcoming, and connected community. Central East Side, by the numbers, I think it's kind of impressive. Central East Side is an industrial sanctuary, an employment center, a transportation hub, and home to nearly 1,500 small businesses, locally owned businesses. We provide more than 20,000 jobs, the 5th highest geographic concentration of jobs in Portland, with the majority paying higher than Portland's average wage. The only constant is change. Central East Side is changing a lot. The number of businesses in the district increased 21%, and the number of jobs increased 30% over the last 8 years. Portland is also changing a lot. As our district and our city gets denser, we must harness new tools and revenue to solve the biggest challenges facing our city today and in the future. We have come to the conclusion that we want a new ESD, and it's been evolving. Creating a new ESD to sit first in Portland in the last 15 years was never going to be an easy job. Let me tell you, not an easy job. But we are excited and up to the challenge of creating not just a new ESD, but a new kind of ESD. The goals, we have big goals, and increasing cleanliness, improving safety for everyone on the street, managing parking, transportation demands, supporting innovation in all forms, and ensuring Central East Side is a great place to create, innovate, work, live, and visit. Together, our private investment will create great public benefit. Okay. Oh, sorry. I have a letter from Congressman Blumenauer, dated February 5th. For over 30 years, I've been proud to help lead the fight to preserve, protect, and enhance the Central East Side. As the presentation rightly pointed out, it's a very complicated district, but one that is vital to the health of the city. The mix of small, locally owned businesses that have played an important role in the vitality of the city for generations is a critical part of the future. This proposal balances respect for the past, the needs of today, and the promise of the future in a way that I am very excited to see. I was proud to have led the charge to initiate the first economic improvement district for downtown Portland that started this process. It's been gratifying to watch these concepts take root and grow. I'm proud to lend my personal support and commitment to work with the district and with the city to make it a success. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Good morning, Commissioners, Mayor. My name is Kate Merrill, and I'm the Executive Director of the Central East Side Industrial Council and its Enhanced Services District Steering Committee. As Brad just explained, we're creating a new ESD, one that is driven by our values of collaboration, innovation, responsiveness, transparency, and equity. For 4 decades, the Central East Side Industrial Council has invested in our district, supporting permanent and temporary shelters, helping innovative events get off the ground, and securing funding for area nonprofits to implement unique workforce and community investment programs. Central East Side has spent the last 2 years engaging our very diverse community of businesses, industries, makers, manufacturers, creatives, commercial property owners, residents, and advocates to understand the district's challenges and opportunities. In addition to our consistent communication with more than 1,500 Central East Side businesses, residents, and supporters, we facilitated 25 formal community outreach meetings, hosted 3 ESD open houses, met with non-commercial property owner stakeholder groups, and discussed ESD assessments with 240 individual property owners. That's not all. We met with 31 nonprofits, social service providers, and houseless advocacy groups 28 times. Members of City Council and your staff 20 times, and mailed our proposed service plan to every property in the owner and every property owner in the district twice. Our website has been updated consistently as our proposal has evolved, and you've likely read articles about our proposed ESD have been published in the Business Journal, Oregonian, Portland Mercury, Portland Tribune, Willamette Week, and on KATU. Finally, we've secured support from a wide range of government partners, including Multnomah County and Prosper Portland. In response to significant feedback we've received from our district, we launched 3 pilot projects in 2018 to help us gather additional data to understand the magnitude of the challenges we want to address, assess the impact of specific types of services, and provide a visible benefit to educate potential ESD payers. Last spring, we partnered with Central City Concern to bring their innovative peer-based Clean Start program to the Central East Side, combined with our 3 long-standing annual volunteer cleanups. Just a shout out to Solve, and also to the Graffiti Resources Program in Civic Life. Thank you. They are great partners. Clean Start removed 80 tons of trash and more than 100 incidents of graffiti last year. I'm pleased to introduce Jay McIntyre from Central City Concern to talk about the Clean Start program. Jay?
Thank you, Kate. Good morning, Mr. Mayor and council members. Thank you for giving me a few minutes of your time today. My name is Jay McIntyre, and I'm the business director of Central City Concern's Clean Start program. Central City Concern serves low-income people currently or at risk of experiencing homelessness, with a high priority for serving people experiencing substance abuse disorder and seeking to engage in recovery-based services. Our social enterprise and supportive employment programs seek to build individualized career attainment goals. Central City Concern's Clean Start is a homeless-to-work social enterprise employment program. The program is a janitorial-based employment opportunity that is accessible to people using Central City Concern's recovery services. Often these trainees have not worked in many years, while others have never held a job. This program offers a place for these trainees to get into a routine and comfortable with working. Clean Start provides a work environment that is understanding, compassionate, and where the focus is to help the trainees move on to permanent, full-time employment. Over the last year, Central City Concern has partnered with the Central East Side Industrial Council to place 6 Clean Start employees in the district. These employees were tasked with cleaning up trash, biohazards, needles, and removing graffiti in the service area. During this first year, these employees have removed over 8,000 bags of trash and nearly 6,000 needles from the service area. If the Enhanced Service District is approved by City Council, the Central East Side Industrial District has identified that they would like to double the size of the team in the area. That could increase the team to 12 employees, including a new entry-level supervisor opportunity. These are good entry-level jobs that specifically support people in recovery who have experienced homelessness or who would otherwise be at risk of homelessness. Roughly 50 people a year find employment through this program and are able to start or restart their journey of independence and self-empowerment. This year, we have a goal to support 70 people in the program, and this partnership with the Central East Side Industrial Council could go a long way in achieving that goal. We understand that we would need to compete for this contract in a future RFP, and we are confident our high-quality, mission-based services would compete well for a full contract under the new ESD. This employment opportunity helps people regain their confidence and stability, which is just as impactful as stable housing and healthcare for some people trying to rebuild their community and find their path through recovery. On a personal note, 11 years ago, I had been on the streets of Portland for about 4 years homeless. I attended substance abuse treatment at Central City Concern, and Central City Concern gave me a roof over my head and gave me an employment opportunity similar to what we provide today in the Clean Start program. Without Central City Concern providing me with this housing and employment, I don't know where I would be in life or if I would even be here speaking to you today. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the Central Eastside Industrial Council for choosing Central City Concern for this partnership. We greatly appreciate this opportunity and hope to continue this partnership. Together, this partnership can create jobs that intentionally lift people up and lead with our values. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Jay. Another part of our pilots, we hired Northwest Enforcement to provide safety services in the northeast part of the district, which had an increasing amount of crimes against people and property. In fact, in November 2018, it had the Portland's 7th highest rate of crime per capita. Our unarmed safety ambassadors documented nearly 1,200 incidences of trash, graffiti, and vandalism, coordinated services with our Clean Start cleaners, launched a warm winter drive, and donated more than 100 winter clothes, blankets, hand warmers, and first aid kits, dog food, you name it, to vulnerable populations on our street. And most recently, they donated a shower replacement to RGD2's Lloyd location. Finally, to improve the efficient movement of freight in our district and transit access, we launched the Water Avenue Shuttle. This free transportation options connects employees, residents, and visitors to district destinations and additional transit and parking options. Ridership continues to grow. In fact, it more than doubled between September and December. We have learned an incredible amount over the last 2 years about our district, its constituents, and the political process. We are proud of our values-driven approach and have worked hard to build trust through transparency, responsive programming, and compromise. Creating a new ESD, the first in Portland in the last 15 years, was never going to be easy. Choosing to do it in the Central East Side made it even more complicated. We have almost 1,200 commercial parcels owned by nearly 600 individuals. For context, downtown Portland's ESD has 602 parcels, and Lloyd, the last approved ESD in Portland, only has 125. Compared to those other districts, our parcels are small. Only 8 represent more than 1% of assessed value, and 78% represent less than 0.1% in the Central East Side. So small is really big in the Central East Side. We are a different kind of district, creating a different kind of ESD, one that fosters community, strengthens our economy, and promotes our unique identity. Our proposed district stretches from the Willamette River east to 10th or 12th, from I-84 South to Division or Hawthorne, and was created in consultation with district businesses, commercial property owners, and area and neighborhood associations. In fact, we have official endorsements from the Kearns and Buckman neighborhood associations. We will deliver 6 distinct categories of services, including sidewalk operations, parking and transportation management, streetscape improvements, community and workforce grants, district advocacy, and overall district administration, including a financial reserve. Sidewalk operations include documenting and addressing district graffiti, trash, and safety needs. Emphasizing peer-based hiring, we will utilize highly trained cleaners, unarmed safety ambassadors, and a crisis worker to deliver these services, which will be contracted through an RFI process. Significant district-specific training, including 2 innovative Central East Side certifications, will be required of all sidewalk operations service providers upon hire and every 6 months thereafter. In addition, safety ambassadors will be required to receive at least 4 additional hours of professional development every month. All training will be trauma-informed, and every effort will be made to ensure trainings are provided by housed and houseless trainers. Finally, a Safety for All Oversight Committee will be convened to assess training, complaints, and service trends over time. Parking and transportation management services include continuation of discounted transit passes for Central East Side employees and residents. Our innovative transportation wallet makes transit affordable with the goal of reducing single occupancy cars in the district to improve freight efficiency. We will also continue to manage district parking permits purchased by businesses, and whenever possible, we will add road safety improvements, and our safety ambassadors will provide free escorts to transportation and parking options district-wide. Streetscape improvements include all efforts to ground the Central East Side, improve wayfinding for employees, customers, residents, and visitors, especially along transit routes, and add public amenities like murals and trash cans.